Hey, Jevon, good to see you, man. Going back to your football experience at Oregon, I'm not sure if you had any, tough losses like you had yesterday, but I was just curious, in your experience, what's the best procedure to put that a game like that behind you and move on to the next one?
I think it's important to watch the game first and see what went wrong, what went right, and then just take the corrections and add those to your arsenal of things that you can build on, basically building blocks. It's important to see tough losses like that as just adversity that you can overcome. I had a loss like that in college, 2018, when we played Arizona, and we just use that as building blocks to kind of take the next step and try to progress the next week.
Anybody else? Omar?
Obviously you had to overcome an injury during training camp and the preseason, but what's the process been like for you as a rookie, figuring out all these packages and sort of getting adjusted to the NFL game?
I think it's just about simplifying it in my head, for myself at least, breaking things down into groups so that I'm not trying to just look at everything at one time, if that makes sense. That's the simplest way I can explain it, honestly. That's how I try to learn, breaking everything down to the core, the ingredients, and then analyzing the ingredients, and then after that, then putting it together and making everything make sense in my head.
Hal?
You mentioned the importance of looking over the film and making corrections. So when you looked at the film from yesterday's game, what stood out to you?
Well, I feel like, just things that we went over with the coaches and, whatever coach said in the meeting, things like that, that we know that we need to correct on, just, getting back to the TNTs. Like I always said, it takes no talent, just making sure that we're reviewing our play scheme or whatever it is that we have, and just kind of, taking a deep dive into what we need to, how do I say that? What we need to shuffle around and get back on track with, if that makes sense. Yeah. Appreciate that.
David?
Hey, Jevon, when did you know you would see an uptick in snaps on Sunday, and just how you felt you played, and what it meant to you to secure a fumble, be part of a takeaway while the game was still competitive?
It felt great to be a part of that takeaway. When I had seen Brandon scoop it, I was juiced, so I was like trying to run and go block somebody, and then the tight end had like stripped him. I said, "Oh, snap!" I was like, slide over there, and I just got up on it. We had this thing in practice called like city or country. If there's a lot of space, and pick it up and scoop it and score. But if there's like people around, get on it. And so I saw people around, got up on it. Shout out to Agba, because he jumped on top of me because I knew that there was a lineman by me. He was gonna try to like jump on top of me. It might have hurt, but Agba, he got on top and protected me. And then in terms of the snap count and stuff like that, that's just package by package really. It's not necessarily like like starters or anything like that. It's just like package by package in the game plan. So yeah, that was that. I was just excited to be out there and having fun, especially in the first home opener, and my family's there and everything. I was enjoying myself.
Travis?
I actually wanted to ask you about playing at Hard Rock Stadium for the first time, but I have to ask you a follow-up first. You said Ogba got on you. That's a pretty big dude. That couldn't have felt too good, right?
No, I recovered it right, and then Ogba got on me, and I looked up, and I was like, good looking. Because then I seen the lineman jump on top of Ogba, and I was like, I felt the lineman jump on top of Ogba, but I didn't necessarily feel Ogba because he didn't try to pounce on me, you know what I mean? But nah, shout out to him, for real. That's my dog.
So my follow-up is, you mentioned your first game as a rookie here at Hard Rock Stadium. Dolphins fans are pretty juiced up these days. How was it playing in front of those guys for the first time?
It was dope. Honestly, it was dope. I enjoyed myself. In warm-ups, there was this dude who had this crazy hat on, and he was like screaming at us just to get hyped or whatever. But it wasn't it was early out, so everybody was trying to stay calm. But he was literally screaming at the top of his lungs. And I was like, man, these fans crazy, but I was enjoying myself. It was fun.
Thanks, Jevon.
No problem, man.